was a gruesome surprise even for a hangman.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to the Diaries. This particular episode is a little messy. I'll tell you why. Some of it was recorded before I went on my trip. Some of it was recorded after I went on my trip. And none of it was recorded during my trip. That's on the other video, you see. So, this one is kind of chronologically... and so it's not going to make a lot of chronological sense. Let's just put it that way. On this episode, some of the stuff that I got while I was on my trip, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. That's generally the case anyway, if you ask me. And a few other little smatterings. It's just kind of a, hey, here you go episode. And I apologize for how long it took to get to you. But as you know, my air conditioner goes on. As you know, I am, this channel has never exactly been, yeah, one right after the other, you know. Not daily, it's not weekly, it's not monthly, it's wheneverly, basically. There's some stuff on here, so let's get through this stuff. The next episode will be a little bit more structured, okay? Now, the reason I'm making noises like, hey, you can how about a little, is because I'm doing this without any idea of what I was going to say. So, there you go. In any case, without any further ado, let's get going! I'm sitting in my chair here, and not because I have glasses. I don't. I have glasses, which I just realized are still in my shirt. But I'm making a modification to some of the things that are going on here. The haunted mansion and the pirate's porch. And what it is these lights. I got these a long time ago. They're waterproof. They're allegedly pretty darn good. They take 3 batteries each and they go through them like crazy, even when they're not being used. So, I went to my local at-home store and I picked up a set of these. These are, for all intents and purposes, kind of the same as these. They are LED lights, they're accent lights, they're remote controlled, they have multiple colors and all that kind of fun stuff. But they are supposed to last a heck of a lot longer. I mean, the batteries are supposed to last longer. So we're going to try these out and see if they work proper. They're in a nice case. They're in a nicer box, so they must be better. This is one of those things I'm going to have to cut open, so I'll be back shortly. Now, what I'm thinking of doing these mostly, and the reason I picked it up, I was originally going to pick up just a set of 2. But they're for the vegetables, the heads that follow you. Because those lights are difficult to change, for one thing, because I have to pull the, you know, the head units, plastic units out and everything. And it just seems to go through batteries like, tomorrow, there is none. Now let's make sure this has a battery in it. I'll get back to you on the battery. Okay, so I have some AAAs here from that massive quantity of AAAs I bought not too long ago. And I'm going to pull out 3. I'm hoping. Go. Open the back. These look a lot less complicated than those other ones too, so hopefully that's a good sign. put into one, put into two, I put into one more than two. Well, they work because they're clicking on while they're in my hand. And they only go back together one way. I love it. There we go. So let's see if they go under this. Yep. And let's see. Oh, look at that. Aha. Gauni. Balada. Bwaa. Aha. Okay. Now, is there a way to make them brighter? I can't tell. Yes, you can make them brighter or dimmer. Brighter, dimmer, yay! That's kind of close to the color I want. Let's get a little bit brighter there. Alright. I'm going to put one in the vestibule and see how it looks. In the vestibule. Alright, it's in the Uncle Claudius. The one on the left. Let's see what we get. Well, it lights up alright. Orange is a little bit. Yeah, we'll keep it white. That looks fine. I got no problems with that at all. Matter of fact, that's just perfect. So hip hip, and you know the rest. Guess what? I'm sitting at my tray, and that usually means I'm doing something at my tray. In this instance, it's a boxes. However, oh geez, this is the boxes that came from my trip. This is for my hernia. No, this is for the haunted mansioning of the house, which I am still doing. And what we have here is a big white box. Actually, it's a big white thing of styrofoam. Now, this is for this table here, which needs to be taken care of. And I'm going to do that shortly. We will all do that shortly. Anyway. And this is actually replacing something. And it's not, well, let me rephrase that. It's not replacing it per se, because the item that this is going in the spot of is still going to be here, but it's not going to be over here at the table. So, what could it be? Well, we've got this vestibule, yes, it is, sir, which I really do like, and this one, which is Ezra, and then we have Madame Leota, we have the book, the candelabra, and then we got a bunch of crap that doesn't go there. So it's going to replace one of those things, not the crap that doesn't go there. That's going to get moved out. So here we go. I have my dullest X-Acto knife to do this, but it seems to be cutting through this bulletproof tape. There's no problem. Alright. My good knife is right there, and I grabbed the cheesy one. Alright. Notice how I cleverly put this here so you can't see it? Yeah. We'll just pull this out. This thing weighs a ton. It's in two parts. Here's part one. And from this, you can probably guess what's getting replaced. That's right, my bathtub. No, this is a... doesn't need batteries, it needs batteries. This is a lamp. It's a lamp base. Oh, wait a minute. Wait longer than a minute. The heck? I don't think that's supposed to be sticking out. And it's one of those with the stupid screw in it. I don't like the battery packs with the screws in them. It's too much of a hassle. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. No, it doesn't. All right, I'll worry about it after. So, put that down there. Put this right here. And as carefully as I can. Oh, man. This is Madame Leota's head in a big, very heavy piece of clear acrylic. So, there we... Wow, the camera's not being very nice about showing it to you, is it? Here, let's do this. There it is. The new Madame Leota. Now, let me check to see if it needs a battery, or if it has one with a little tab in it, or if I have to get a screwdriver to open it up, because this is a lamp. Alright, this is a lamp. So hang on one sec. Alright, so it had a tab you had to pull out, and it was stuck. So I managed to get the tab out. So we'll turn on the light. And there we go. Madame Leota. Now this one does not talk. Doesn't do that. It doesn't mist up. It just glows. And it looks nice. And I like it. And I'm going to tell you something about it. It was not cheap. And it's not cheap either. This is good, solid, strong, heavy, probably breaking its way through the styrofoam box type thing. And you can't really see the details that much, but this is just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And here's the other one. So it's also a bit larger. And this one has dead batteries in it, which doesn't surprise me. Or did I take them out? I don't even remember. See, this one has a little motor. This here fills with water. There's a little bit in there. I need to clean the pump out. And what it does is it sprays a fine mist. Makes it look like it's fogging up. But it also has this big split down the side. And because this is more of a effect, more of a relic. This is a good tchotchke. That's going to look nice over there when I fix that up. So that's what came in that box. Now I got another box, but I'm going to hold out till later in the episode to show that to you. Alright, there she be. Of course, the light coming in from behind is nothing I can do about it until later. And later I'll be at work, so yeah, looks good. I'll bet you that's going to illuminate as a really nice, both of those vestibules, and maybe even the book a bit. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. What we have right here, right now, this is a Simmons electronic drum kit cymbal. Now, the kit for the band is an Alesis, but the kit that we had in the first place was the Simmons. Now, Simmons components will work on an Alesis program box, and I saved this one cymbal so the kit would have 2 crash cymbals, a ride cymbal, and a hi-hat. So, you try that again. So, I hung on to this. Now, this is, when you hit it, it's supposed to go psh, but when you hit it, it goes Kleinraben. And that's not right. You think I'm kidding? Check it out. Kleinraben. See? So what it is, I'm thinking is what it is there's either a loose connection to the trigger or the trigger itself might be a little messed up. Because he's getting beat up and get hit with a stick a lot. So I'm going to, it's not serving as much of a purpose as it is. So I'm going to see if it is in fact the trigger or a bad connection to it. Now I tried, what? Go in there. I tried changing the cables out, and the cable was not the problem. So now I'm hoping to take the case off, but the screws do not want to. Oh, it's because the screw was stuck on the end of the screwdriver. That's why it wouldn't go. Alright, so here's the controller card. And it has some schmutz going across the contacts, but I don't think that's the problem. The trigger is right here. And the wires look plenty firm. So we'll slide the card out. Well, actually, before we do that, connection's good. And there's probably, that one probably, yeah. That figures. Always put it in an extra screw just to mess with people. Alright, let's pull the card, have a look. Contact looks okay. I don't see anything soldered that's popping off. Resistors are good. It might. I guess it could just be the plug, but I don't think so. It looks pretty solid. Alright, so the first thing I think we've figured out is there's nothing wrong with this. So, alright, I guess I'll put it back together. I'm putting the symbol back together, the ride symbol back together. I'm glad I did not disconnect anything, because it turns out it's the cable. Now, I tested that cable, but apparently I did not test it very well. That's what it seems. That's what it seems to me. I could be wrong. We'll find out once I put this back together again, and then try using it. If I get a good solid ting 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 out of it, it was a bad cable. If I get an intermittent ting ting type ting out of it, then it's the right symbol. But I have a horrible feeling. Actually, it'd be a good feeling because I can't afford to replace it at the moment. So it'd be good if it was something that's easy. I already put a screw in there. That it's something it would be easy to take care of. Okay, put it back on. Take the stick. See if it goes ting ting ting. We want it to go ting 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 continuously. Here we go. It works. It was a bad cable. Oh yeah. In any case, it was a bad cable. So hooray and boo. Hooray because it's a bad cable, easy to fix. Boo because I apparently did not check the cable very well. As you can see, the characters up here have been having no Funko at all because they keep falling over. So we're going to try and secure the ones that do not want to stand up properly using industrial strength two-sided cushion tape. This stuff that I used to hang up the sign outside, which has never even moved from the concrete. So, now those of you who have watched for a while know me and know that I don't give a pruneyard stimple about boxes for the Funkos. And people would say, you're not a real Funko collector then, because you don't, save those hunks of cardboard and cellophane that are made for every single box, really. And I don't believe that this character right here, whose feet are still up there apparently, I don't believe he was created so people could buy the box. I think he was created so he could be a character that you would want to purchase. Same with, let's go with Stranger Things here. This guy was not created so he could sit in a box. And the value should be on the character. What you value the character at, not the condition of the stinking box. The box is a box is a box. They're all made basically the same way. They do have different pattern cutouts for the different types of boxes, but they're just boxes. They're pieces of, what is that called? Not cardboard, cardstock. I can't believe I couldn't come up with that word. Now this is what we're going to use. You remember this? This is the, see this? Thank you. No, this is the stuff that's impossible to get on and then impossible to get off again as far as the cover is concerned. In other words, when you put it on something, getting the red part off of it so it'll be sticky on both sides is nigh near impossible. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try it this way before I go to something more drastic like gluing them on. I'm going to attempt to cut off a little strip here with the dullest scissors in the world. Okay, a little strip there. We'll take Penguin here. Put this across his feet. And then when the time comes, I will put him on top of the stand. I gotta clear some of the stuff off the stand. I'm gonna do that. You don't need to be here for that. Alright, I got most of the goop off of the top of this thing. I'll show you. Now the thing is I don't care too much about what the top of this looks like because nobody can see it. It's over the door. But I have upstairs neighbors who walk around in concrete shoes and sometimes do jumping jacks in the same shoes. And things just fall off the walls, off the ceiling, you name it, it falls off. So I've had a couple of words with him. Hasn't been quite so bad recently, but if it happens again, you may have words with the front office. I say, look, this is Darkslade Manor. I'm Darkslade. They're not. I'm sure that'll go over big. Okay, so I'm going to pull the red covering off the tape if I can get a hold of it. This stuff works really good, but man, is it difficult to work with. I'll show you if I get one of them on, and then I won't bore you with the rest of it. So I've taken it off. Let me get the shelf again. I have the shelf. I'm going to put Penguin right there. Hopefully he'll stay in place, I think so. So we'll have Sark. Sark! All my powers are yours. That's what the MCP said to Sark while he was dying. Not Sark, the MCP. All of my powers are yours. Dude, if your powers were any good, you wouldn't be dying, you dumb dodo. Anyway. Little personal message there. Alright. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to keep going on this, and as soon as I get it hung back up, I will show you. Alright, so they are up there now. There are some spaces where I want to put a few things, or a few Funkos, should I find them again. The clown one, not Pennywise back there, but the clown one I was working on, yeah, he's done. He's not going to work anymore. So, pulled him out. But at least it's up there. For how long? Ha ha ha! Who knows? That's going to be it for this episode. We are so done. I mean, it was lots of things going on, and that was just about all it was. Next episode, I'm going to have some stuff that's a little bit more organized. We're going to do a little bit more work on the Pirate's Porch. I'm getting batteries for the new lights. I want to kind of redo the lighting out there. I don't know what's going to happen if I'm going to put that big fountain out there or not. I want to do it. I can see how I would want it up there, but I have a feeling it's just not going to work out right. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. We'll see. I still have 2 pumps. I can always make 2 smaller fountains. So we'll see what happens in that, and whatever else happens in the upcoming episode. In the meantime, you guys have yourselves a great couple of weeks. And the blind.